let's open this program because I need that open. Seems good. We'll move all this out the way quickly so I can set up the chat. Seems good once again. And for one last time, why don't we start up, if I can find it, because it's moved about on my Winamp again. Where is it? There we go. For one last time, let's start the music. Welcome back to the last day, welcome back to the last day of Sonic One Man Relay. Yesterday we finished all the Lost World, and we got pretty much 95% of the way into Sonic Mania. And what are we going to be doing today? Well, we're going to be beating Sonic Mania, yes, because it is an absolutely incredible game. So we need to beat it. We're on the final zone, final stretch. We can do this. But yes, this is the last time you'll be hearing the lovely tunes of After the Adventure in the background, so don't get too used to them, because it'll be going away again soon. So today, we got probably about an hour, only an hour of Sonic Mania to go, unless I keep dying. Then after that, the only other thing we got left in this entire marathon is the closing ceremony. Then after that, no clue when our next stream is going to be, what our next stream is going to be. But we may be hinting at some stuff later. But for now, I am going to come over to here. And we are going to close down that. And for one last time on the Sonic One Man Relay, let's just jump right into the game. I have no clue how well this is going to go today at all. I need to announce this on Twitter and stuff, but I think I'm going to watch the opening cutscene again because it's really nice. So enjoy. Yes, the boys are back. They're back and kicking, baby. It's time that we finally beat this game. I'm aware this game uses an autosave feature. Thank you for pointing that out. Last time we got a hell of a lot of game overs. Today we're going to be getting a hell of a lot of game overs because this stage is difficult from what I've heard. Oh, from what I've seen actually, because I watched Silver Sonic play it earlier, and holy hell, this looks difficult. So everyone, I know people who are like, I actually beat the game with 20 lives and a couple of continues, but I'm like, nope, 2 lives, no continues, so we're going to see how this goes. But it's one last zone, how bad can it be? Famous last words. Yes, I thought Metallic Madness was the last zone because I was looking at game FAQs to see what all the zones were, so I knew roughly how long I had left. And yeah, I thought it said on that game FAQ that Metallic Madness was the last zone. So I'm like, oh brilliant, I'm done with the game. That was an easy final boss. Nope. So yeah, Metallic Madness is like probably my favourite zone in the game so far. This one, I haven't really played it yet, so not too sure. But Metallic Madness was also nice and easy compared to Oil Ocean. Because Oil Ocean was by far the most trouble I'd had. And why don't we go into Blue Spheres, just to start off the stream. Special Stage 2 from Sonic 3. We're gonna go for a perfect here, because why not? Because we are perfect. Playing the special stages like the Blue Spheres always makes me really uncomfortable, because I'm always like on the edge of my seat. Especially when you're going for perfect and then the speed up happens, like whoa. Perfect, hell yeah. Oh, we got a gold one too, nice. Hopefully that like bags us a continue, because I know I need some continues right about now. Okay, this gimmick from Death Egg's back. I didn't like this much there, I don't like it much here. Oh no, can't kill him apparently. Can't even comprehend the idea of knowing exactly which one it is. When you've played the game so many times, you know exactly which one it is, just how it works. It's not even that I've beaten the game so many times, it's like I've started playing it and like just done all the special stages so many times and just given up at like the end of Sonic 3 rather than the end of Ant Knuckles. It's just sort of like, oh okay, well I know this now, that's cool. Let me get some rings please, thank you. Extra life, hell yeah! I like extra lives. Also, this is also borrowed from Scrap Brain, I think. Whoops. No, nope. Not how you meant to do it, apparently. Whoops. Once again. Whoops. I don't like this section much. Okay, so I need to nope. No! No blue spheres for us. Also, this is the section that I watch Nate down a lot, so let's not game over multiple times here. Just take our time. Okay, nice. Nice. You don't like it? The gimmick's fun, it's just I don't like how they used it there particularly. The way they used it there with the platforming was just a bit cheap. I need to get up here, don't I? Yep. No, okay, I don't need to get up there. I didn't want to do that. I love the sprite, like the fallen sprite from Sonic 1 is just used when he's in the cart. We'll go Blue Spheres. I can hear your voice, but the screen appears to be stuck. That's probably buffering. I can still hear game sounds. Yeah, that's probably buffering. Like Twitch does that. I somehow held off from playing this game all day today, and that was tough, because I really badly wanted to play it. But then, nope, it comes screaming back to me. This one's from And Knuckles. I can't remember where in And Knuckles though. That wasn't in And Knuckles, however, this bit. Oh, okay, so there's another one of them somewhere. Just need to figure out where it is. Oh god, ah! Oh god, ah! Shit. Got out and back into the stream, fixed itself, so yay. Hold on. I have no clue where this last one is. There it is. And a perfect 2. Just like how incredibly gut-wrenching that was. Oh my goodness. Definitely needed a drink after that. Shit. Would have been nice to... Okay, there we go. Now I have some rings. No, that was a bad idea. Ah, whoops. Took a while. Blue Sphere seems confusing. It's fine, but Blue Sphere is confusing when it speeds up and you can't find out where the last one is. Okay, I think I need to go back down here. Yeah, okay, I do. I specifically remember this part being a pain in the ass, or at least it looked like it was when I was watching the game. Oh, it was this part. I remember this part now. Oh, that part. The gimmick's fun. The gimmick isn't fun when you're near a lot of spikes and over bottomless pits and stuff like that. I love this mini-boss theme, by the way. It's so good. Speaking of which, go over to my Twitter, @thegreenviper8, and grab the Mania soundtrack, because I made it into a zip file so you guys don't have to. And it's glorious. Like, seriously, it's so good. Thank you, Tails, for being useful for once. Okay, hopefully this guy isn't as annoying as he was in, and Knuckles, because, oh my goodness, he was annoying there. Come on, Gravity. Come on, Gravity. Okay. Ah! Hello, sorry to disturb you, being this part, I'm wondering, have you seen me boat? I'm looking for 7 rings, anyone seen 7 rings? No, but I have seen Electric Boogaloo's boat. Have you seen me boat? That was infuriating. But not too bad. Oh, I should have probably gone left there, actually. That would have been a good idea. Hey, why you wear those shades at night, eh? The question we all really want to know is, why does he wear those shades at night? But I should have got Night Trap. I wish I had the money for Night Trap, because the game itself, honestly, I think is not that good, but like, the 90s cheese is just too good. Oh, it's not even 90s, it was recorded in the 80s, but like released like 5 years later, or 5 or 6 years later. It looks so cheesy, I love it. Why you wear those shades at night, eh? Secret Memes HD when... That's... Simple! Simple, he's a vampire. Oh... like... I haven't like watched all the games, so I have no clue what that has to do with the context of the game. But all I really know about the game is like the parts where you're like defending the house, sort of like all Home Alone style, from like the girls who are Home Alone or whatever. That's all I know about the games. I have no clue where like this subplot about like finding this guy's boat comes from. But it sounds amazing, and that's why I must play it. Let's hope we can grab enough rings for another extra life round here. Nice and close, if I do say so myself. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to go down here, idiot. I just wanted to grab those rings, if I'm honest. Okay, where now? Extra life! Hell yeah! Whoops. We'll do a blue sphere. You see, the guy's a member of a special control attack team, and he's basically checking out the area for any weird, hence boats. I see. Have you seen me aboard? But still, that sounds amazing. And plus, I don't have to buy a Sega CD just to play the game now. I can play it on PS4 or PC. Well, then again, I could have just emulated it, but still. Do it. There we go. Get a scat. A more unfortunate acronym than STI. Yes, it is. No, actually, STI is a very unfortunate acronym. Sega Technical Institute. Did they not think that one through? I don't think they did. Let's respond to this. We'll check some stuff. It seems good. It seems good. Am I the only one that's not a fan of Blue Sphere? Sort of. It's my favourite out of the special stages, but I still don't particularly like it. Like, I prefer it over the half pipe and the Sonic 1 special, or the maze special stages. I prefer it over those two, but like, I still think there could be better special stages. But it's the best out of a bad bunch, in my opinion. But I was happy to see them back, because it was like, when they first teased them, this was before they showed off like the real special stages, so everyone just thought they were like the special stages for this game. Now that would have been so good, because I would much rather have had them than the half pipe. But then they did their own special stages, so I'm just like, oh okay, that's a lot better actually. I'd rather have unique special stages. Clearly, hero special stages are the best special stages. I actually quite like the Heroes ones, I just don't like the controls, which is why when Generations 3DS happened, and they did the Hero special stages but just gave them better controls, I was like, oh hell yeah. Like, really good special stages with really good controls. Just the bliss. I've only been live for 20 minutes, so I'm already almost at the end of the game. Whoops. Spoiler, I've already actually seen the final boss because I wanted to see how difficult it was. Yeah, because I wanted to see how difficult the final boss was, and like, decent, but like not too hard. Okay, so I need to actually do some platforming, do I? Or do I not? Which way do I go? I'm so confused. Where do I go? Oh, okay. I get it now, actually. Jump onto one of these. Whoops. Yeah, delays are infinite. I love Twitch delay. It's so good. You know, like having to wait 20-30 seconds to hear something I've already said is already very fun. Okay, there we go. Guess we'll go this way. Whoops. So where am I? Which way am I actually supposed to go? If it's not this way. Oh, it's probably this way, isn't it? Yeah. Hope I didn't spoil the credits for you. Not at all, actually. I made my own version of the soundtrack today, so I actually saw the credits. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. Ah, how did that crush me? Whatever. Also saw the credits and confirms. Also, PS4 still credits the Tantalus Switch team. Switch programmer. Oh dear. You leave in the Switch programmer and the version that it isn't even the Switch version. It's a good idea, actually. Is it okay to post music spoiler in the chat? Go right ahead, because I've already heard it, but like, just take into consideration that other people might not want music spoilers, I guess. Ah, whoops. Or, like, if you want to, you can whisper it to me or whoever else doesn't care about spoilers, because admittedly, if you're watching a stream of Mania, you're probably already not bothered about spoilers, so actually never mind, just post it in the main chat. Is everyone okay here with music spoilers? I'm fine with that. But, like, if you're already watching a Mania stream, then you're not going to be bothered about spoilers, so... Stop doing that! Whoops. Okay, let's not get too overexcited. Like I said, let's not get too overexcited, so you get overexcited. Either way, go ahead, I don't care. Well, at first I thought, like, let's not spoil it, but then I remembered I'm at the final zone of the game. People who wouldn't want spoilers aren't here right now, so go right ahead. Ah, shoot. Done. There's the spot. Oh, you're posting it on Discord. Wait, hang on. You're posting it on Discord or what? Because I don't. The final boss. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Is the only way to go this? What? No. The only way is to go this way. Ah! Does it have bad lyrics like the original? Yep. Death by crushing is literally the worst thing in video games. It should not exist. Also 7 minutes. Ugh. I'm gonna probably time over before I get to the boss. Okay, so it loops infinitely until you actually clear it correctly. So how do I actually clear this? Oh, okay. I see it now. There we go. As I said, we're probably already getting a time over before I get to the boss anyway. Oh, this is a throwback to the Gumball machines from Sonic 3. Is it the one that the guy you made the music uploaded on YouTube as an unofficial remix? I say guy because I'm dumb, I forgot his name. Whoops, that was a bit too fast. You gotta go fast, but not too fast. That's dangerous. Come on, thank you. Can I actually fight the boss yet? Now I can. Oh! It's like one central point that you keep coming back to go to different points in the level. I see. That's pretty cool. I've actually seen this boss already, so it's just like, eh. Also, this is partly a remix of Fist Bump and partly a remix of Final Fever from Sonic CD. Okay. We'll give him some cheap hits. Oh, I'm supposed to run into the hands because I remember seeing this. Then it transports you off to another area. Whoops. Oh, there goes all my rings. Again. Ah, God, okay. I was just sort of getting lucky in that he was avoiding me, but then he stopped avoiding me, so that was bad. He'll probably throw missiles. No, okay, he's not. Now he is, probably. Thank you, Tails. Now he's gonna throw missiles, isn't he? Yep. Oh, attacks are so predictable. Can probably throw missiles again, yeah. Whoops. Yeah, okay, another grabby hand attack. Depends on what the official OST calls them. I think it just calls them Final Boss. Last I checked. Yeah, but it doesn't sound too much like Fist Bump. It sounds more like Final Fever. Okay, this is the one that I didn't want to, this is the one I didn't want to do because this is the guy who gets really cheap. I was hoping I could avoid this, but no. He does some really cheap attacks. He's dirty, that one. You don't want him. Okay, another hand grabby attack thing. Not this guy again. This guy sucks. Awesome! Final boss defeated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute for the credits, and after the credits, I will probably wait. No. That's not over yet, is it? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute for the ending, and I'm gonna mute for the credits. So I will be back in a second. no. So you guys said you wanted to listen to that, right? That was the alternate title, the alternate opening theme, which actually isn't on my soundtrack because the video that I actually got the soundtrack from didn't have that song, and I couldn't find one without sound effects, so I didn't have it. So we're gonna be looking for a few extras, except I can't get any of the extras. I can't remember how you get these, but let's see what we can do.
Knuckles!
Oh, it's the boy, it's Mitsuyoshi.
Sonic! Tails! Knuckles!
Knock. We're gonna do some time attack right now.
Sonic!
Take dude, he is back. He's back with a vengeance. So I've heard some rumours that you can actually skip the boss in Chemical Plant, aka the Puyo Puyo Tetris boss. Not Puyo Puyo, just Puyo Puyo, not Puyo Puyo Tetris. Well, okay, that's glitching out a bit. Thanks. Thank you so much, Firefox, for glitching that out. But we are going to look up Chemical Plant boss skip. Someone posted it to me and it looked really cool. So let me look. It'll probably be in Forks server. Let's look. Okay, here we go. Okay, hang on, they didn't figure out a way to skip it. Someone told me they did, whatever. I know there was a skip for the boss in Press Garden though, so we're going to have a look into that. No, I didn't mean to go to Act 1. Let's refresh that. Yes, I was told there was a skip for this boss fight, so I'm going to look into this quickly and see if I can replicate it. Because it involves those ice blocks. Bosses aren't playable in time attack as far as I know. I mean, they're in the second act, so it would have sort of made sense they'd be there, but I'm not too sure. But I still want to look into it anyway, and if not, oh well, then I just replayed a really good level. What a shame. This game's so good, why does it have to be so short? Whoa! Good bit of speed there. So for the most part we're not going to start another campaign because I was only going to do Sonic's campaign and this stream's going to be a lot shorter tonight. But we're going to mess about with some bonus stuff because I couldn't let it only be like a half-an-hour stream. It needs to go on a bit longer than that. And no, I will not play other games because I only plan on it for going on for like 2 hours maximum. We're already almost an hour in. So, in fact, I think 2 hours maximum is even a bit generous in itself. Unless, of course, the closing ceremony takes a lot of time, in which case... Okay, there's a giant... Oh, that was one of the ones that I actually got as well in the original playthrough. Good, Jamie doesn't deserve happiness. I mean... He's trash enough to think that, Sandopolis is a good zone, so there's no hope for Jamie. So, yeah, according to J10, who was on the stream last night, the game crashes in the Switch version if you touch these ice blocks with the fire shield. So if you're playing the Switch version, don't touch those ice blocks with a fire shield. Because you're going to have a bad time, children. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, give up. What exactly is the closing ceremony? You know, just recap what's happened throughout the marathon and other bits and pieces. Like go over every game and how it all went, and just like give a general sort of like closing thing. You know, not just. I can't just like end on the last game and go, okay, right, bye guys, and then the marathon just ends like that. No, we gotta send it out in some sort of way. So, gonna be speaking through like how every sort of run went, how long it took, no, just that sort of stuff. It'll probably last about half an hour, so we're gonna probably be playing this game for about another half an hour, and then we'll do that. Go! Yeah, so supposedly that ice can skip you past the boss, although I haven't looked into it. So what I'm gonna do, new record. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back to Act 2, and I'm gonna pass. Oh no, you can't pass the checkpoint. Oh well. Instead, I know there is a level select, so I'm going to go back to the level select and try that. If not, then I'll show off some other stuff. Look, I can go through like this. It's incredible. Let's go to here. I could go and get the true final boss, but truth be told, I just can't be bothered, so... Yeah, and speaking of can't be bothered, I can't be bothered to get all the way through to Act 2. Press Garden's music definitely reminds me a bit of Jazz Jackrabbit 2. I've heard a bit of that soundtrack, and I'm not sure which one. Also, can I really not do competition mode? Is there no way like the Is there no way like the PS3 where you can just like change your controller number? Because I know you could on that. Like, oh no, why can't I do that? That sucks so bad. Is there any is there a cheat code or something to play on? Sonic Mania competition with one player. Let's see if there's got like a cheat code or something. There's literally nothing on this page. I'm so glad I kicked in. Okay, so there's nothing here. But you don't seem to understand the definition of Green Viper. Green Viper means you pirate it. How do I pirate a second controller so I can play a two-player competition mode? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever, so I've completely fallen flat on my face because I don't have any extra modes to play. Is there really no cheat codes to this game, man? Cheats. Oh, there is some stuff I can show off in a bit. So we'll go with the peel out. Can I do this? Please let me do it. Can I do that? Yes! Knuckles and Knuckles, yes, it's everything I ever wanted. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. Knuckles and Knuckles. There's two of them, damn it. That is too good. I haven't actually played through the game's Knuckles, so I have absolutely no clue. Like, how the game is different, but I just still want to play like a few levels with Knuckles and Knuckles, because that just sounds amazing. It's a combo made in heaven, and yes, Ken Penders is gathering his lawyers as we speak. Sonic Mania actually stole his original character. From the seams of it, like, from the way it looks, the game is really different as Knuckles, so I will have to check it out. I imagine Tails, much like in Sonic 3, is the exact same as Sonic, just with flight ability, so that's probably not worth looking too much into. But like, this Knuckles mode seems fun. I'll probably play it on my own time, because we're only playing the Sonic mode on stream. But, oh my goodness, it's a match made in heaven. The question is, I don't imagine he can he? Yeah, he can't. Okay, he can't drop dash. It's Jamie and Rexy. I don't think both of them are Knuckles. Last I checked. But not both of them are they're not even the exact same Knuckles. They're like different Knuckles. Like, Jamie and Rexy aren't the same person, actually. But you didn't know that. Okay, let's see what the special stages are like as and Knuckles. The question is, does he come with us? No, he doesn't, damn it. I'm disappointed. Knuckles seems like slower in these special stages, so maybe they like nerfed him. Knuckles, too OP, please nerf. Oh, this game is amazing. I should have probably given my ratings earlier, and I will actually give my ratings in a second. Well, I'll give my ratings during the closing ceremony, and I'll do that for like each game. Actually, let me pause. Sorry, I need to write something. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to write something down there. Shadow the Hedgehog, 7 out of 7, great game. Yes, because Shadow the Hedgehog has not sinned at all, whatsoever. Yeah, King brings up a good point. The Switch version is very buggy. As I said, you can crash the game in Press Gardens by running into one of those. By running into the ice blocks. By running into the ice blocks with a flame shield, you crash the game. Found that one out the hard way, we did. Whoops. Get him, Knuckles. Are my insults getting stale? I feel like they're getting stale. Yes. I can answer that question right now. Okay, so we'll do some blue spheres with Knuckles and Knuckles, why not? Oh, I should have. I'm gonna go back. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna check this cheats list again, see what else is unlocked. Okay, so I can unlock the extra modes by getting perfects on the special stages. So I'm going to probably go back and do that in a bit. Okay, I can't jump high enough because obviously Knuckles has a nerf jump height. So anyway, you sort of get the rough aim of and Knuckles mode. Because it's just the Knuckles story, except he has an extra Knuckles. Yes, silver medals equals completing Blue Sphere, gold medals equals getting a perfect. I know that now, but I need to get like all gold medals to actually unlock stuff. So, what I'm curious about is, if I go into secrets and I turn and Knuckles on, what happens when I play with Sonic and Tails? Does Knuckles also tag along? Yeah, the silver does nothing, exactly. Okay, no, Tails disappears and just Knuckles tags along instead. Yeah, getting half of them unlocks Puyo, and then getting half of... getting half of them unlocks Puyo, getting all of them unlocks Blue Spheres, just as an extra mode. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. Coins also persist between games, which I like. That's good. I messed up already. Okay, so we're just gonna look for another checkpoint instead now, which I passed. We're gonna restart. Yes, we're gonna go for some. We're gonna go for some perfects right here, since my plan was to play the competition mode, and there's no way to play the competition mode. There's no way to play it online either, so that's just knackered my plan for the rest of this game. Okay, this one's not too awful. Of course, their famous last words. Actually, no. I just checked the amount of rings. This one is awful. I almost said coins for some reason because I'm just in Sonic Mania mode now, where everything is damn coins. Oh, okay, brilliant. I can't get a perfect now. Oh well. When does this stream end? Since I've said it multiple times, the stream ends at 9 o'clock. I want to play some Shadow at some point. Well, as I said, it ends at 9 o'clock, so you got plenty of time to play Shadow. Oh, shit. Good thing I didn't bounce into any of those. It'd suck if I bounced into any of those, right? I psyched you all. Yeah, I can't wait for the PC version so I can just download a 100% save and I don't have to do this all. Or do it all again, because I might probably end up doing it all honestly on my own time, because I don't mind Blue Spheres. It's annoying, but at the same time it's like, I'd like to unlock the bonus modes, even though I know what they are. Shit. Shit. Closing stream or the Mania stream? Closing stream. Okay, don't go too fast. Thank you. I'm gonna do it all instead of downloading it online, more satisfying that way. That's true, but at the same time, like, I don't really want to have to do it again. Also, that's slightly creepy when you pause Blue Spheres. Viper actually completes the special stage. Yep. I'm just literally playing this mode to get special stages, except it's pointless. Is there like not a also I can't drop. Oh, I can't drop dash because it replaces the drop dash with the peel out. That's why. So I can go backwards there, that's cool. It somehow didn't die there too, that's a first. I died, but no. Whoa, got a bit glitchy for a second there. Am I the only one who can't stand the Green Hill music anymore? Yes. Another special stage, we'll go to it again because I sort of like these special stages. The music here is also so good. Seriously, download that Mania soundtrack if you haven't already, because that's the highest quality one you're going to get until A, the PC version comes out, or B, the zip, or sorry, or B, the vinyl comes out, and then you can get the music from the zip that's included with that download. Didn't even need to get Mark 3 there. I like the special stage because UFO CD reference. Best reference. CD is best classic game. Don't at me. Sorry, I'm just checking Discord. Let's see what else we got. See, best classic? It is. In that case, you can at me because you also agree with me, but no one else can at me because they disagree with me. And no blue spheres for me. I have no clue what to do now because I wanted to finish the bonus at half past. No, I wanted to finish all this stuff at half. Twitch keeps crashing for you once again. Not on my end. It's on your end. So internet sucks. Sucks for you. Okay. Oh, this remix is so funky, I love it. Turn the funky beats up, DJ. You have good opinions? No. I feel when you see people with good opinions. I know, right? We actually agree on something. That's strange. We never agree on anything. Okay, I can't burn that bridge. Where's the bridge that I can burn? Not this one either. There's one of the bridges I can burn because I remember it because fucking Cerberus kept going on about burning a bridge is not a revolutionary feature. Seriously, why are people excited for Mania? All you can do is burn a bridge. I remember this one from Sonic and Knuckles. This is my least favourite one from Sonic and Knuckles. I have a lot of least favourite special stages from Sonic and Knuckles, because Sonic and Knuckles had really bad special stages in comparison to Sonic 3. Sometime come up and something come up and I gotta go talk to you guys later. I hope Night Trap gets streamed here. Unlikely, but I wish it happened as well. Knuckles, why are you gliding? May come back later if there's time, unless you can get back within like the next hour, then probably not. Oh yeah, it's less than an hour unless you can get back in the next half an hour. Unfortunately, probably not. Viper actually completes another special stage, yes. Then again, you haven't beaten the game, you can't talk. Ha! Not with gold though, no, because that one sucks to do with gold. I'm still just going to download a complete save when the PC version comes out, because I can't be bothered. Like, it would be incredibly... So I would feel incredibly accomplished, but at the same time it's just like, yeah, but the blue spheres suck. And I want a 100% save that someone else has done. Because I know people have already 100%ed the game, like DSS I think already did it. I know he unlocked all the bonus stuff, and probably I think he did all the playthroughs, including with like just Sonic alone and Tails and stuff. Light speed, boys, light speed. I'm missing a shortcut, but I'm not looking at chat, so I'll probably be told that I'm missing a shortcut. Yep, I am. There we go. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Corner into him. There we go. That makes it meaningless. Yes, it does, but I still want to complete the special stages anyway. You've got to go fast. Ravseek version should play. Yes, it should. Oh no, it's the final boss of Sonic 2 that is for some reason the first boss of the game. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not saying oh no because Knuckles is here at all. I don't know why you would get that assumption. And Knuckles. And Knuckles. And Knuckles. And Knuckles. Okay, I can't even go backwards, so no point even trying. Knuckles, hell yeah. Knuckles just don't know what to do here. But does Viper chuckle? No, unfortunately, I'm not much of a chuckling person. Okay, so, the game doesn't actually have a sound test, and I'm going to go and do something quickly. Well, the game does, but I need to get all the gold medals to get it, which I'm not doing. So, I'm going to come over to here. I'm going to change the text to this instead, which I haven't done this entire marathon. And I'm going to put on the soundtrack, because I think you guys deserve to hear this. So, I'm actually just going to loop this one song. Oh, no, actually, I can't do that. So, you're going to listen to... What should you listen to? You're going to listen to Metallic Madness Act 1, and then whatever else shuffles onto my playlist. Can I just, like, shuffle one song? Or can I just repeat one song? I don't know if I can do that in Winamp. Send to... I don't think I can. How long is the music break? Like 5 minutes while I go and do something? Just enjoy the soundtrack, and I'll be back soon. are back. I'm going to probably turn it down a bit more. So about there. And it is time that we put this on pause, because we are about to go into the saddest part of the stream. Because it's the part of the stream where we have to leave you. But first of all, I'm going to check some stuff. Let's see what we get. I'm going to close that down for now. Yeah, it's time to leave you guys, but we are going to not leave and just close off the stream immediately, but instead we're going to put up that little sign up there. Because it's been more than one of us. It's been a team effort in some cases. So we're gonna stick this on right here as our background music, I guess, for this segment. So, except it's just not using the visualizer at all. I don't know why it's not. It should be using the visualizer. Okay, it's broken. Awesome. There we go. Okay, so this is what I like to call the closing ceremony. What is the closing ceremony? That's a good question. Basically, we just talk through whatever just happened right there. And I'm presenting this like I would a radio show, unfortunately, because there's nothing to put on the stream. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking through all the games. I have a list here. We're going to be talking through all the games we beat, what happened, individual overviews of each games, like what I give them. Then we're going to be shouting out some people, and then I'll be telling you about the plans with future streams. So, get hype. Winter Olympics Wii menu music. Yeah, because I thought it sounded like a good talk bed. Because I don't know why, it just sounds like such a good song for a closing ceremony, like something. Winter had such a great story. The DS version had an amazing story mode, and so did the Wii version. But this is the Wii version's music. But so first of all, we're going to get into the overview of how many games we beat. So I'm gonna have to come over to my schedule to do this. So Horror, here we go. So the Sonic one-man marathon, which is, I called it the wrong well, I purposely called it the wrong thing, because Sonic one-man marathon just like flows off the tongue better, and people will probably be more likely to actually click on it. So what is the closing ceremony? No. Okay, so let's read through all the games that we beat. So day one went surprisingly smoothly, in that we actually got 3 games done, and one of those games we got the good ending in. So we started off the day at 7 PM with Sonic the Hedgehog for the Mega Drive, although we played it for an emulator because my actual Mega Drive was having problems with my capture card. That took us 1 hour and 8 minutes, which was overestimate because I estimated it would be 45 minutes, however, some silly deaths put the time up quite a bit. Which then led us nicely into Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which I did a lot better than I thought I was going to. I estimated I'd take 1 hour, and I took 1 hour and 14 minutes. However, I died a lot less than I thought I was going to. I remembered the game a lot better than I thought I was going to. So even though I did mess up, and I still went over time limit, I thought that was honestly a pretty good run, and I'm a lot happier with it than I would have been under normal circumstances. Which then, once again, led us nicely into Sonic the Hedgehog CD, which we played the PC version because it allows widescreen, and it also allows 60 FPS, unlike the original versions of the game. We played with the Japanese soundtrack, which is my personal favourite soundtrack. And I need to edit the schedule. Yeah, so we played with the Japanese soundtrack, which is my favourite version of the soundtrack. And we got all the Chaos Emeralds, sorry, all the Time Stones, all 7 Time Stones. Which, for the most part, I wasn't doing. Because I don't like doing it. Hang on, I need to redo this again. So there was a break there, and then we played for about an hour. Played Sonic Mania PS4. Sorry, I'm just editing my schedule as we speak. So, break, move that down. That didn't work quite like that. That should only be a 15-hour break, that's why. Okay, that's better. So, yeah, so we got all the time stones, which means we got the best ending. Which also means we got my favourite ending theme in the whole series, Cosmic Eternity. I was very happy with that because... Unfortunately, though, however, we were having a few tech issues during that game. Because my OBS... it's... The Sonic CD remake uses a video player. The opening and closing cutscene is literally just a video player that's just programmed into the game. It's not like an in-game cutscene, it's literally just a video file, which you can even open with VLC, but it uses its own built-in video player, and that was messing about quite a bit with the stream for some reason, and caused quite a bit of lag, unfortunately. So there was a bit of tech issues on that game, but aside from that, the day went very smoothly, and so did the game, actually. So overall, that day finished at 10:36 PM, and don't be getting used to those early finishes, because they did not happen at all. So, Wednesday, the second day of the marathon, we started off at 7 PM with Sonic 3 and Knuckles for the Mega Drive. And once again, we got the good ending. We got all Chaos Emeralds, and then once we got to the Sonic and Knuckles section, we got all Super Emeralds. That took us 3 hours and 19 minutes, which is roughly my estimate there. I was very happy with that run, a lot less deaths than I was also expecting, and we played through Sonic 3 Complete, which is a ROM hack which adds in a bunch of stuff from the original Sonic 3, such as, a lot of the music is converted back to the original Sonic 3 stuff, rather than Sonic and Knuckles music, and it also adds back in Big Arm, which is a boss from Sonic 3, the final boss from Sonic 3, which was cut from the 3 and Knuckles. Aside from that, it swapped around the zone order, so Flying Battery came after Carnival Night and it took place at night. And we also switched the music to the PC version just to make the playthrough as different as physically possible. So that took 3 hours and 19 minutes, very happy with the time on that, and it was overestimate once again. But still, to be able to beat one of the classic games in 3 hours and 19 minutes, especially when getting the good ending, it's a very good time. Oh, I should probably mention, Sonic CD took 1 hour and 14 minutes, the exact same time Sonic 2 took. And I was very happy with that time as well. I did mess up quite a bit on the special stages, but overall they went pretty good. So at 10:19 PM, we started Sonic Adventure DX, and we only did Sonic Story because I actually did a full story run only a month or two back before this marathon, and I didn't want to do another one because I thought A, people would be sick of it, and B, I personally was sick of it. So we played through PC Beta SADX, which is a mod for Sonic 1. For the PC 2010 version of Sonic Adventure DX, which had back in widescreen 60 FPS, full controller support, achievements, all that sort of stuff. We finished that in 1 hour and 41 minutes, which when watching all the cutscenes is not a bad time at all. I probably could have got well below 1 hour if we weren't watching the cutscenes, which I'm very happy with. Yeah, very good run of that game. Did a lot of glitches because this is my favourite Sonic game. And we'll be going a bit more in depth on these games in just a bit. So, Thursday, we only played one game, and that was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, more specifically the PC version, because once again, widescreen 60 FPS, full controller support. That took 5 hours. We finished it exactly 12 o'clock. And, I was very happy with how that run went, minus a few like hiccups in the treasure hunting stages, but that was to be expected. And there was also like the first half an hour was riddled with a few tech issues, but aside from that, a very clean run. Very happy with how that went. Friday. Friday was a bit of an oddball day because Friday is when I host my Radio Sega show at Topical Resort at 7 PM on a Friday. So 7 PM is normally the time I start on every other day, so that threw us off a bit. So our Friday stream started at 10 PM, and we played Sonic Heroes, and this schedule was wrong because it was actually for the PC. Yeah, so we played Sonic Heroes, and the run was quite poor for Sonic Heroes, honestly. We beat the game in 2 hours and 34 minutes. And the reason the run was so poor was because the first sort of half an hour was riddled once again with tech issues because I was using a mod which allowed me to play as Team Sonic within Team Rose's stages. However, that mod wasn't really working out and it was crashing the game a lot, so I just restarted the game and played it all as Team Rose, which took technically 1 hour and 34 minutes. So that wasn't a bad time, but I just wasn't happy with how the beginning of the stream went at all. I wasn't happy, so I'm glad I redid it. Aside from that, Saturday was back on schedule in that we had no tech issues. We just played a game and didn't worry and had a very fun time, unlike the past few streams where we were sort of worrying about tech issues. So we played the GameCube version of Shadow the Hedgehog through my Wii U so I could get the best quality out of the game possible. And also, I'm going to check the chat quickly. You had to help me with Mad Space. Glad you start watching the marathon for all these problems. Yep. But Shadow the Hedgehog, it took 3 hours and 34 minutes because we played 3 routes. We played Neutral, Pure Dark, and Semi-Hero, and for that we were joined by Lost Impact. Very helpful throughout the whole playthrough, I must say. 3 hours and 34 minutes for all 3 stories was good. We only watched cutscenes for the first story, and the second 2 we skipped them, because a lot of them were repeats anyway, and even if they weren't, we've already watched the cutscenes for the main story of the game, so it doesn't really matter. Sunday, there were no games played on Sunday as I was visiting family that day, so we had a nice long break. And up next came the longest game of the marathon, the game which was, in my opinion, the most difficult. Sonic Unleashed started at 7 PM and we played it for 5 hours on Monday, which took us up to 12 AM. The run could have gone better. I was having a lot of tech issues once again at the beginning of that one due to the fact that I was using the PS3 version of the game and not the Xbox 360 version. I thought the run itself was okay. Or, like, the first day the run itself was good up until right at the end when I was incredibly tired and I kept dying on Cool Edge Night. Aside from that, we got through the game. We got through the first. On the first stream, we got through a decent chunk of the game, and we also got a decent chunk of Sun and Moon medals. Tuesday, we once again started at 7 PM and we played for 5 hours and 30 minutes. We once again played Sonic Unleashed for the PS3. This day crawled to a snail's pace in that I was like 20 Sun and Moon medals short each, so I had to go back and grind Sun and Moon medals for an hour, which I'm normally fine on. I normally get them all in one run and don't have to go back, but I was particularly unlucky during this run. We didn't have any tech issues on this day because this was the day I finally got my second monitor, which actually alleviated all the issues. But this was probably the most difficult run of the entire marathon in my opinion. It was super long, it was super tiring, and it involved a lot of grinding, which slowed down the whole thing for everyone. Aside from that, we finished at 12:30 in the morning, which wasn't ideal. I was very sleepy that day, or the day after should I say, but we finished Unleashed, the longest game of the marathon, and I didn't rage quit it, even though I was close to Eggman Land because I was so tired I couldn't concentrate. Wednesday saw the actual relay part coming back, in that we, for the first time since day 2, actually beat 2 games in one day. So on Wednesday, we beat Sonic 4 Episode 1 for the PC. We played off a complete save file, which meant that we already had Super Sonic unlocked. That took an hour and 20 minutes. The final boss fight alone took 20 minutes, so if that hadn't have happened, honestly, that probably would have been a pretty easy run. Also, I lost the part I need on the floor. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Yeah, so if we hadn't lost like 20 minutes to the boss fight, we would have actually met our estimate. No, actually, we were well below estimate. My estimate was 2 hours for that game, but we would have got an hour if I hadn't messed about with the boss fight. But as for Sonic Colors for the Wii, that started as soon as Episode 2 finished. And that lasted 3 hours and 20 minutes, which took us up to 11:40, which was earlier than the previous few nights, but still not ideal, especially. Yes, Sonic Colors, I think the run went pretty decently. There were a few sections, once again, where I was a bit stupid, but for the most part, I know Colors very well. The only issue is I was playing on a Classic Controller Pro and not a GameCube controller like I normally do, because I normally play on the GameCube controller and it's all nice and good, but however I had to play through the Wii U because my Wii wasn't showing correctly on my TV, which was slightly annoying. Like, as in half the screen was cut off and I couldn't see it on my TV, which was not ideal to play the game at all. Apologies, I'm just trying to fix this. My headphone broke. There we go. Okay. I think that's fixed. Yeah, okay, that is. So we beat 2 games that day. Finished at 11:40. Pretty happy with the results. Yeah, you missed Unleashed. You missed a lot of games. Yeah, Lost Impact's internet is messing up. The usual, you know. What else we got? Thursday. Thursday, once again, the relay part of the show was actually back because we beat 2 games that day. First of all, Sonic Generations with 3 hours and 48 minutes. This run, honestly, this run was a bit all over the place. I died quite a lot, and I could have saved a lot of time. And I also picked some bad missions, which, I picked a lot of bad missions, which increased the time quite a bit when I could have played some fast missions. Also, doesn't say that I'm playing it for PS3, I'll put that there. But, yeah, that run could have gone better. That's probably the one I'm least proud of out of all the runs. Speaking of runs which I'm not particularly proud of, Episode 2 took 1 hour and 52 minutes. That was still quite a bit below estimate. Episode 2 is supposed to take like 2 hours and a half originally. But we played once again on the Supersonic file, and the final boss lost us like 30 minutes, because once again the worst part about the Sonic 4 series is the final bosses being stupidly difficult. And we also had a crash. My computer completely crashed and just it was just hanging. Like, it didn't blue screen, it just hung in place. I don't know why, it was very strange. But yes, that finished at 12:40 in the morning. I was absolutely knackered once again that day. But I was very happy with getting 2 games done that day, especially since they gave me so much trouble and they were finally done. Friday. Friday was once again a bit of a strange day in that Topical Resort once again took place at 7 PM, and we did a Sonic Mania special to celebrate the release of Sonic Mania. We were supposed to do All Stars Racing Transformed at 10 PM. However, I didn't show up because I actually went away. Daytona go away. Yeah, I went away the next day, so I wanted to get I wanted to get some rest, and 2, I wanted to get stuff ready. So I actually didn't show up that day, and I didn't give anyone a reason because I didn't want to go, hey guys, I'm not streaming because I'm packing to go away, and then everyone would go like, what, you're going away? And then someone would like rob me or something, you know. Wouldn't have been ideal. So that meant for the next 2 days there were no streams whatsoever, unfortunately, which really sucks. But hey, I spent some good time. I spent some good time with my family. That's all that matters. Aside from that, I'm going to actually close this down a bit so I can actually read the chat. Missed everything before Generation, totally didn't. Yeah, that's true. Like, I think live stream, the whole point of live streams is interacting with the chat and interacting with the streamer. So honestly, it's completely understandable that you didn't want to go back and watch the thing. So we came back on Monday, which was yesterday, and we completed Sonic Lost World for the Wii U. That took 4.5 hours. It wasn't ideal. I expected it to only take 4 hours. In fact, my original estimate was 3 hours, but that was incredibly tight. So, it took 4.5 hours, which was not ideal, because I kept dying a lot, because Lost World ramps up the difficulty in, like, the second half, and thus, I spent, like, a lot of time dying in the final half of the game, which added a ton of time. But, like, we finished, like, the first 4 worlds within, like, 1.5 hours, but, like, the next ones took, like, 3 hours. The Lost World stream went totally garbage towards the end. It did, because I was just sick of the game at that point. But, yeah, we finished at 5 hours. Honestly, that could have been a better run. It was garbage at the beginning, all the tech issues. There weren't really any tech issues with Lost World. But 5 hours wasn't ideal, but at the same time, at least we still finished the game before Mania, and I was very happy with how the first half of the game went. Speaking of Mania, Tuesday at 12 AM, we started Sonic Mania. This is probably the most tired I've ever been doing a stream, because this stream went till 4 in the morning. It wasn't my smartest plan, no, admittedly, but I was just so excited to play the game. I don't regret anything, because Oh, the game's so good. It's amazing. Highly recommend you buy it. So, yeah, all the tech issues were Twitch. They weren't my fault. But, highly amazing game. I recommend you buy it because it was good. The only thing was, I stopped at the final zone because I was incredibly tired at that point. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to play it. And I'm going to save the final zone for when I'm not tired and can actually function properly and complete the game easily. So we went on a 15-hour break, and I somehow stopped myself from playing Mania for 15 hours. I don't know how that was possible, because it's so good. I need it in my blood. Ah! But, yeah, somehow avoided playing the game for 15 hours. Then we came back on at 7 o'clock, which is the stream you're currently watching now. We came back on at 7 o'clock with a, Mania didn't take an hour and a half, but we'll say it did for the sake of... No, we'll just leave it like that. Did you play Shadow the Hedgehog to distract yourself? No, I didn't, because why would I play Shadow the Hedgehog when I'm playing the best video game of all time? But, yeah, we came back for 1 hour with the final zone of Mania and then just messed about for a bit. And now we're at the point which we're currently at, the stream closing ceremony, which you're currently watching. So that is an overview of how all the games went and how the marathon went in general. Overall, 14 games done in 15 days. Very happy with how that went. It could have gone better if I hadn't taken breaks so much to see family. But, you know, it's the summer holidays. You can't be spending like all time playing video games. You got to see family at some points. You got to enjoy yourself and, you know, take some time off the internet, I guess. It's a garbage ceremony. Do a better run. No, because you can't do a better run. One, so you can't talk. But aside from that, what else we got? Sorry, I need to respond to this. Okay, I just need to send someone a message quickly. Okay, so now, yeah, you garbage, I know, right? But now the second point is struggles, which I already sort of mentioned. The only real struggle, the only like really bad struggle was, or the worst one was Sonic Unleashed, because I spent like an hour in Eggman Land when I really shouldn't have, and I kept dying over and over again, and that was just the point where I was going, do I finish this game or do I go to bed? And I was getting pretty angry at Eggman Land because it's normally fairly easy. But, yeah, that was a pretty big struggle to actually finish the game, but I did it, and I'm proud that I did it. Aside from that, other struggles, probably the second biggest struggle was episode 2, doing that final boss when I was also very tired and dying quite a lot. I didn't really have motivation to finish it, but I did it anyway. Aside from that, no real other struggles. It was fairly easy. I missed the bird in Hero Westopolis because I don't have Shadow the Hedgehog memorized, unlike you do. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Sorry, people are sending me messages. Mad Space wasn't a struggle though. Mad Space was just I couldn't find. There's a difference between actually having a struggle in the game and just like not being able to find something for like 10 minutes. You figured I'd just quit? No, I actually finished the game. I finished every game in the marathon that I actually played. Because, especially Lost World, I also considered giving up. Or like just going onto a complete file and doing the game that way. If I couldn't do it in time for Mania, but in the end I did it. So I actually completed all the games I played. So there wasn't really any massive struggles, which I was expecting to have at the beginning of the marathon, which is why I wrote it on this document. An overview of each game. So like what I'd give each game out of 10. in terms of quality, in terms of like how good the game is, not like what the playthrough was. You're back just for the end. Awesome, Electric Boogaloo. Welcome back. So we got to start off with Sonic the Hedgehog 1 for the Mega Drive. Yeah, that's what exactly what you said, Sarah. A struggle is when you get angry and just want to quit. You want to just give up, which is exactly what I felt. Unlike Mad Space, where I just couldn't find the emeralds. So they were the only real struggles. You know, Mad Space wasn't a struggle at all. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 for the Mega Drive. What would I give this out of 10? I'd give it a 6. It suffers the first game syndrome in that it's a fun game, it has some good concepts, but it's just plagued with issues and, honestly, some forgettable level design. And it'll be improved on later on, but it's a very good foundation. What is the pronunciation? Because I call you by your username, because I never know whether to call you Andrew or Liam, because you go by different names. It's confusing. Yeah, but it laid the groundwork for the future games, but it didn't do anything else aside from that. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, you prefer going by Liam? Okay, cool. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Mega Drive. I would give this a 7. Andrew's your middle name, yeah, but you used to go by both, which is why I was confused, because you used to go by both on Twitter, and then you just change your username. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, it improves on Sonic the Hedgehog in that it just gets rid of all the issues and makes a very fun game. But in itself, it creates new issues in that a lot of the game gets quite cheap in difficulty, like Metropolis, and I know Jamie will say Metropolis isn't bad, but Metropolis does get very cheap with like how it just one-shots you, and same with Oil Ocean Zone. Like, the reason I give it a 7 is because some points the difficulty feels, like, unfair. Like, it's not your fault when you get hit, it's the game's fault. And that doesn't make for a fun game for me. So I think it's a very good improvement, but it still has a few issues that are different to the first game. Saharo, there we go. Saharo, there we go. But, aside from that, Sonic the Hedgehog CD. I'd give this an 8. Sonic the Hedgehog CD. This is a very controversial opinion, giving it 8, because a lot of people don't like this game, but it just has a sort of very quirky nature that even Sonic games nowadays just can't handle. It's like the game is it just does something different to every other classic game. It has its own it has its own sort of style. It doesn't, you know, follow the style of other games. Also, I'm going to loop the music again because it's getting to the end. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it just follows its own sort of style. It does have problems, but it has like so much charm and so much character compared to the other two games that I gotta love it. Has issues, but I'm able to overlook these issues unlike other games because it's just so fun. The soundtrack, no matter which one you're playing, is so good, and that's always a very important factor in a game. It has a good soundtrack, and Sonic CD just adds to the gameplay even more with its great soundtrack. It's awesome. 8 out of 10. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Honestly, this goes back down to a 7 for me. Out of Sonic 1, 2, and 3, this is my favourite, but I feel like this game goes on for a bit too long. Like, it drags on, I feel like, towards the end of the game, which most people would disagree with, but I think it does. Sorry, people keep messaging me and it just throws me off. 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, it alleviates the issues with the first two games, and it also has its own style, but A, it's too long, and B, it just gets a bit tedious after a while, in my opinion. So, it's a very good game, don't get me wrong, it's an incredible game, but I don't know, in my opinion, it's just a bit of a step back from CD, but that's my personal opinion. Sonic Adventure DX, once again, it makes it makes that a game that is two games in one with drag on makes sense. Yeah, it definitely does. Sonic Adventure DX, I'm going to give this one an 8 as well, because although this is my favourite Sonic game and my favourite game of all time, this game still has flaws that I'm willing to accept, and therefore it cannot ever be a perfect 10. However, my personal opinion on it, it's a very fun game. The glitches just sort of add to the early 90s charm. Most of the people who bash the game never played the game in the early 90s and don't have an appreciation for older games. Yes, it has aged poorly, but aging poorly is sort of part of the charm. Also, it's just so much fun because you can just build your own route, because once you know the glitches, you can just like skip through all the levels. You can get to levels early, you can get to levels, like, you can go to levels later than you're supposed to, earlier than you're supposed to. You can just completely build your own route. It's so much fun, and that's why I'd give it an 8 out of 10, but it's still not perfect. Also, let me copy and paste this to W21. There we go. Sonic Adventure 2, a 6 out of 10. Unpopular opinion, because this is a lot of people's favourite 3D game. A lot of people don't enjoy the charm. I just hear people go, ha 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 ha, Sonic has bad voice acting and his mouth doesn't move. It's a bad game. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, but 6 out of 10 for Sonic Adventure 2. I just feel like this game just takes a step back from Sonic Adventure. Like, the charm isn't there in this game, whereas Sonic Adventure has it, and I miss the hub worlds, I miss the gameplay from all the other characters, I miss the story, I just miss all that stuff. It's so much fun. Sonic Adventure 2 is a lot of fun, but I just feel like it's just a step back. It doesn't feel like a Sonic Adventure game. The true Sonic Adventure 2 actually is, in my opinion, Sonic Unleashed. It just feels like a perfect sequel to the first game. It just continues right where the first game left off. But Sonic Adventure 2 is still a very fun game. Which doesn't feel like an Adventure 2. It just doesn't feel like a proper sequel to Adventure, in my opinion. Sonic Heroes, I'm going to give it a 5. Sonic Heroes is just such a step back even from Adventure 2. The team mechanic could have been good, but it's so unpolished that it's just hard to see what they were going for. The levels aren't a lot of fun. The game is just way too difficult unless you play as Team Rose in a lot of sections. The game gets very cheap at points. It's just a step back, and it doesn't even use the original Sonic engine. It uses... That's probably just your nostalgia. I have nostalgia for it as well, but it's not as great as I remember it being. Yeah, but it's 5 out of 10. Shadow the Hedgehog, I'd give it a 6. I think it's a step up from Unleashed, but it's still not quite there yet. It's a step in the right direction, but... Oh, it's a step in a better direction, but it's not a step in the right direction, in my opinion. I don't think they should have continued with the Shadow sort of games. I don't think that's where the Sonic series should have gone, which I'm glad it wasn't where it went. It just improved stuff from Heroes, but even though it improved stuff, it's still not ideal, and it's still not as good as it could be. Yes, I insulted Shadow the Hedgehog by giving it a 6. Yes, because you get offended by that because I have a different opinion to you. I know that's quite hard to take into account that people might have different opinions in their life, but it can be done. Sonic Unleashed, I know Electric Boogaloo just disagreed with me that it feels like an adventure game, or it feels like a perfect sequel to Adventure 1, but I just think it does. Just the whole exploration of the world thing's back. You go on a full adventure around the world, just like it feels like you do in Sonic Adventure 1. You got hub worlds, you got collecting, you got side missions, you can interact with so many different people in the hub worlds. It was even called World Adventure in Japan, so it was meant to be an adventure game. That's just how it fits in for me. Even though people don't like the Werehog, and that's their main reason for why it doesn't feel like an adventure. I just think it's... I don't think it's as good as Adventure, but I just think it's the closest to the original Adventure we've ever got. But I'd give Unleashed a 6. I'd give it a 6 again. It's my second favourite 2D. It's my second favourite 3D game, in that it just continues nicely. But it continues nicely on for my favourite one. But it still has flaws that I'm willing to accept once again. Werehog is another gameplay style, not about speed, kind of like some of the Adventure gameplay style. Exactly, because that's also another reason why I'd sort of say it's like a sequel to Adventure, because more than one gameplay style, it just doesn't focus on one thing. Sonic 4 Episode 1, I'd give a 5. It's a step backwards from all of the classic games, including Sonic 1 and 2. Physics are broken, music is very good, but the instruments are horrible and everything sounds like a dying cat. The gameplay is just rehashed from old games. I can see what they were going for, but it's just not well executed. Sonic Colors, 7 out of 10. This is a return to form for Sonic, and this is a return to form for the Boost games. A very good game. Whether you like the game or not, the mechanics just work. It's functional, unlike some previous Sonic games. It controls nicely. The boost is actually controllable. Yeah, it's just a step in the right direction finally after all these years. Because I like Sonic Unleashed, but I still don't think that was a step in the right direction. Colors was a step in the right direction. Aside from that, Generations, once again, I'd give it about a 7. Generations does a lot of things right. In fact, it barely does anything wrong. But I still think there was room for improvement with this formula. I still would love to see more original levels with the boost formula. And I still prefer if modern Sonic was all 3D and classic was all 2D. Unfortunately, that's not how it worked. Aside from that, it's a very solid game, and once again, a step further in the right direction, but not perfectly. Like, it wasn't there. It still had some work to do, but it was a step in the right direction. Sonic 4 Episode 2, I'm going to give this game a 7. I like this game. I think if Episode 1 had never happened, this game would be a lot more liked. People would appreciate this game a lot more. But because Episode 1 happened, it just soured everyone's opinion on it. It has original zones, it tries original things, it actually has good music. But, yes, it's still not perfect, like, the mechanics. Although it has new mechanics, it still has some of the issues from Episode 1 in that it feels a bit floaty. Some zone gimmicks, some zone sort of motifs are just re-borrowed from old games again, but not as much as it was in the first game where literally everything was copy and paste. But, yeah, I really like Episode 2, but I still don't think it's on par with the originals. 7 seems slightly high to you, yeah, I agree, but like the original stuff it does and the original music, just bump it up a bit for me. Sonic Lost World, I'm going to give this game a 6. Although I like the first half of the game, the second half of the game drags and is way too difficult for its own good for the sake of padding, so it can make the game as long as possible. I burnt about 80 lives in the last half of the game. Let that sink in, 80 lives. If it was just like the game was the same difficulty it was in the first 4 zones, I wouldn't have an issue, but the difficulty just spikes through the roof, and that's my main issue. Aside from that, Sonic Mania. Everyone was sort of guessing what I'd give Sonic Mania. I'm going to give it a 9. Sonic Mania is the return to form we've all been waiting for. It just continues off right where 3 and Knuckles left off. It's fundamentally, it doesn't have any flaws, although it's still not my favourite. Although it's still not my favourite Sonic game, I think, in terms of mechanics, it's the best. Actual progression is something, because Sonic 3 to Sonic 4 just, like, was a downgrade. Like, the physics were all gone, you know, like, everything they worked on building up for the first 3 games just completely dropped dead. But Mania continues right where 3 and Knuckles left off, and just improves the formula even more. It's fundamentally in the way it plays perfect. There are like some level design issues. Even though I died to the even though like I complained about the Studiopolis boss and the Oil Ocean boss, the level design is very good. There's really not that much wrong with it. I barely use the drop dash. That's because I didn't just. It's just quicker to do a spin dash in my opinion. I have to jump in the air and then hold the jump button, whereas I can just like quickly like tap a spin dash very quickly. But yeah, the new features it adds are very good. It just progresses so much from 3 and Knuckles. Buy it. The next one's sort of like inspirations and people I'd like to thank. I think the main person I'd like to thank, or like the main sort of people I would like to thank for actually originally sort of inspiring this marathon is Hellfire Commentaries. My favourite YouTube channel. It's just like Let's Play, or it's just like commentary over games. It's nothing really special, but those guys are amazing. They make great commentaries, very funny. But back in 2014 they did a Sonic marathon, and this Sonic marathon was really the thing that sort of got me back into streaming and sort of really regained my interest. And that was sort of the thing that made me want to do a marathon in the first place. And I've done marathons in the past. I've done like 12 hours, and I've done 12 hours marathons before, and I've done like 2-day events. But I've never done anything on this scale, and I really think I have to thank them because it was their sort of marathons in the past that made me sort of want to consider doing this when I had the spare time and motivation to do it. So yeah, I'd like to thank Hellfire Commentaries for all their Sonic marathons and their other marathons they've done in the past. But as for other people I'd like to thank everyone who helped out on commentary. So I'd like to thank Jamie for helping me out on Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic Adventure. I'd like to thank the King for helping. I'd like to thank the King for helping me out on SA2. Once again, I'd like to thank Jamie for helping out on Heroes. I'd like to thank Lost Impact for helping out on Shadow the Hedgehog. I'd like to thank who showed up for Unleashed. I'd like to thank King, Lost Impact, Jamie, and II for all showing up and helping with Sonic Unleashed. You really helped me get through that one. What was the next game? I'd like to thank Jamie for Sonic 4 and II also for Sonic 4. I'd like to thank King for helping with Sonic Colors. I'd like to thank Jamie once again for help with Sonic Generations and Episode 2. What was after that? That was Lost World. I'd like to thank Liam for helping me out with Lost World, as well as Mania, and I'd like to thank J10 for helping me out with Mania. And that is all the credits I want to give, so thank you so much to everyone who helped me out during this marathon. You all really helped me get through this thing. Also, I forgot the struggles. Mainly the struggles was... the main struggle was a lot of time put into planning this marathon and worrying I was going to burn myself out with it. Because I spent a lot of time planning this thing. And quite often after I'd be done with the marathon, or like I'd be done for the night, I'd still be up for like another hour or two, like editing stuff and making sure everything was ready for the next day. So that was like the main sort of struggle actually. I'd forgot about that one earlier. So the main struggle was actually like making sure I stayed consistent and keeping up and making sure everything was ready for the next day. It's just sort of scheduling was the most difficult part. I already did struggles while you're tired. I'm not tired at all, no, but I just forgot to originally mention that stuff because I just wrote down the struggles brackets. What parts of the game you struggled with, I forgot to write down that part. And plus I already said, I know I already did it. Announcements of next stream. I have no clue when my next stream is going to be. I just want to say, the main reason... Yeah, thank people who joined voice chat. The main reason I actually originally joined Radio Sega was because I'd become incredibly tired of live streaming. I used to do it like most days, and eventually I got so burnt out I just stopped doing it and I just didn't want to touch it anymore. All my friends I'd made through live streaming I just didn't talk to anymore, and Radio Sega was a way to just sort of escape, and it was something new and fresh. And I'm very thankful for that because, you know, it was a way to escape and do something that I really enjoyed. And I still do really enjoy it, and I'm not going to give it up anytime soon whatsoever. But, I guess through being away from streams and having a massive breath of fresh air through doing radio, I guess that made me realise sort of, not how much necessarily I miss streaming, but how much fun streaming was. My brain had sort of been polluted with streaming because of how much I used to do it and just how burnt out I was. And it was through that breath of fresh air that I came to appreciate how much fun and how much enjoyment it was a lot more. It's not my calling at all. I still think I'm nowhere near as good as streaming as I could potentially be at radio, but still, it's just like I want to thank I want to thank that opportunity that I had at Radio Sega, and I still do have. I'm not leaving anytime soon, but I really want to thank that opportunity for sort of getting my head screwed on straight. Maybe that Kirby stream I teased, I mean, at some point. Yeah, my calling, it was sort of my calling. It was calling me to do something different with my life instead of doing something I've been doing for 3 years almost daily. Yeah, but next stream, I don't plan to stop streaming, but I do plan to stop streaming as regularly, so like not stream every night until like 12 o'clock, because I'm not insane anymore. But I would still, the thing in my Twitch bio, I still think is accurate for how often streams are going to be. For those of you who haven't read my Twitch bio, it says, in my Twitch bio, it says, streams are whenever I feel like, whether that be once a week, once a day, or once a month. It's whenever I feel like it, because the main thing is streaming should be fun for me. It should be fun for you. I don't want you guys to come here every day and get bored, because likewise I would also get bored if you guys were bored and I was bored. It just would not be at all fun for either of us doing daily streams. But at the same time, like, I might stream once a week, you know, once a month. It's just whenever I feel like it and you guys are down and we can have some fun. You know, that's the main goal, just to have fun, not to take it seriously, just to enjoy it. Aside from that, that is really the closing ceremony done. It was quite difficult to do this marathon, but I'm so glad I did it, because, you know, it made me a lot more familiar with a lot of my friends. You know, I actually got some opportunities to talk to them one-on-one. It helped me, obviously, with streaming skills and commentary skills, which I'm always grateful for. But aside from that, I'm very grateful for everyone who helped me out with this marathon, because you guys are the real OGs. And, we're practically done here, but, I just have a few more things to say. So I think I'm gonna lower the volume, and actually I'm just gonna let you listen to this. So enjoy. Hang on, I'm gonna turn this up, and I'm gonna turn the volume down here. So let's go here, and then I need to have my OBS open at the same time so I can quickly come back. Okay, that should be good. Let's turn this up a bit, actually. I only have one more thing left to say to you, really, and that is...
Game over, yeah!
And with that, I'll see you whenever I'm next streaming, and I hope you enjoyed this marathon, and I will be seeing you in a bit. Oh, I hope I'll be seeing you for some more streams soon, but indeed, game over, yeah. Thanks for that, Sega Rally, thanks for playing us out. But I will see you with whatever I next stream, whenever I next stream, and I hope to see you guys there. Peace.